The Congo, A Study of the Negro Race by Vachel Lindsay. Read for LibriVox.org by Fox and the Stars of ShiningHalf.com. 1. Their Basic Savagery. Fat black bucks in a wine barrel room, barrel-house kings with feet unstable, sagged and reeled and pounded on the table, beat an empty barrel with the handle of a broom, hard as they were able, boom, 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 with a silk umbrella and the handle of a broom, boom lay, boom lay, boom lay, boom. Then I had religion, then I had a vision, I could not turn from their revel in derision. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through the forest with a golden track. Then along that river bank 1,000 miles, tattooed cannibals danced in files. Then I heard the boom of the bloodlust song and a thigh bone beating on a tin pan gong. And blood screamed the whistles and the fifes of the warriors. Blood screamed the skull-faced lean witch doctors. Whirl ye the deadly voodoo rattle. Harry the upland, steal all the cattle. Rattle, 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 bing. Boom lay, boom lay, boom lay, boom. A roaring, epic ragtime tune from the mouth of the Congo to the mountains of the moon. Death is an elephant, torch-eyed and horrible, foam-flanked and terrible. Boom, steal the pygmies, boom, kill the Arabs, boom, kill the white men, hoo, hoo, hoo. Listen to the yell of Leopold's ghost, burning in hell for his hand-maimed host. Hear how the demons chuckle and yell, cutting his hands off down in hell. Listen to the creepy proclamation blown through the lairs of the forest nation, blown past the white ant's hill of clay, blown past the marsh where the butterflies play. Be careful what you do. Or Mumbo Jumbo, god of the Congo, and all of the other gods of the Congo. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. 2. Their irrepressible high spirits. Wild crap shooters with a whoop and a call danced the juba in their gambling hall, and laughed fit to kill, and shook the town, and guyed the policemen and laughed them down with a boom lay, boom lay, boom lay, boom. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through the forest with a golden track. A Negro fairyland swung into view, a minstrel river where dreams come true. The ebony palace soared on high through the blossoming trees to the evening sky. The inlaid porches and casements shone with gold and ivory and elephant bone, and the black crowd laughed till their sides were sore at the baboon butler in the agate door, and the well-known tunes of the parrot band that trilled on the bushes of that magic land. A troop of skull-faced witch-men came through the agate doorway in suits of flame, yea, long-tailed coats with a gold-leaf crust, and hats that were covered with diamond dust. And the crowd in the court gave a whoop and a call, and danced the juba from wall to wall. But the witch-men suddenly stilled the throng with a stern cold glare and a stern old song. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. Just then from the doorway, as fat as shotes, came the cakewalk princes in their long red coats, canes with a brilliant lacquer shine, and tall silk hats that were red as wine. And they danced with their butterfly partners there, coal-black maidens with pearls in their hair, knee-skirts trimmed with the jasmine sweet, and bells on their ankles and little black feet. And the couples railed at the chant and the frown of the witch-men lean, and laughed them down. Oh, rare was the revel, and well worth while, that made those glowering witch-men smile. The cakewalk royalty then began to walk for a cake that was tall as a man, to the tune of boom lay, boom lay, boom. While the witch-men laughed with a sinister air, and sang with the scalawags prancing there, walk with care, or Mumbo Jumbo, god of the Congo, and all of the other gods of the Congo. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. Beware, beware, walk with care. Boom lay, boom lay, boom lay, boom. 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 Oh, rare was the revel, and well worth while, that made those glowering witch-men smile. 3. The hope of their religion. A good old negro in the slums of town preached at a sister for her velvet gown, howled at a brother for his low-down ways, his prowling, guzzling, sneak-thief days, beat on the Bible till he wore it out, starting the Jubilee Revival shout, and some had visions as they stood on chairs and sang of Jacob and the golden stairs, and they all repented, 1,000 strong, from their stupor and savagery and sin and wrong, and slammed with their hymn books till they shook the room with glory, 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 and boom, boom, boom. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through the jungle with a golden track, and the gray sky opened like a new-rent veil, and showed the apostles with their coats of mail. In bright white steel they were seated round, and their fire eyes watched where the Congo wound. And the 12 apostles from their thrones on high thrilled all the forest with their heavenly cry. Mumbo Jumbo will die in the jungle, never again will he hoodoo you, never again will he hoodoo you. Then along that river 1,000 miles the vine-snared trees fell down in files. Pioneer angels cleared the way for a Congo paradise for babes at play, for sacred capitals, for temples clean. Gone where the skull-faced witch-men lean. There where the wild ghost gods had wailed, 1,000,000 boats of the angels sailed, with oars of silver and prows of blue, and silken pennants that the sun shone through. 'Twas a land transfigured, 'twas a new creation. Oh, a singing wind swept the Negro nation, and on through the backwoods clearing flew. Mumbo Jumbo is dead in the jungle, never again will he hoodoo you, never again will he hoodoo you. Redeemed were the forests, the beasts and the men, and only the vulture dared again, by the far lone mountains of the moon, to cry in the silence the Congo tune. Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you, Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you, Mumbo Jumbo will hoodoo you. Author's note: this poem, particularly the third section, was suggested by an allusion in a sermon by my pastor, F.W. Burnham, to the heroic life and death of Ray Eldred. Eldred was a missionary of the Disciples of Christ who perished while swimming a treacherous branch of the Congo. See A Master Builder on the Congo by Andrew F. Hensey, published by Fleming H. Revell. End of The Congo by Vachel Lindsay. Recorded April 2006. This recording is in the public domain.